Hello everyone! Welcome to Japanese 101. My name is Mimi and I will be your instructor for this course. You will also see my assistant avatars, Mimi and Komimi here. Before we get started, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been teaching Japanese for the past 4 years, both in Tokyo, Japan, and at 2 colleges on the East Coast in the US. I also love supporting students who come to Japan, whether it's helping them find jobs, apartments, or fun things to do during their stay. A few of my hobbies are remaking kimonos, cooking art, and of course, karaoke.
Now, let's talk about your course. Each lesson is designed to be about 15 minutes. And at the end of every module, you will have a short homework task to help you review what you have learned.
All lesson text will be written in hiragana, romaji, and English. Even complete beginners can follow along easily. If you want extra practice, you can also learn with me online. I currently teach on Plaply and I upload daily practice videos on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. These short videos are perfect for daily review, so please check them out. And finally, you will get free flashcard access for this course. Make sure to use the flashcard as you study. They will help you with memorizations. I'm excited to learn with you. Let's have fun in the class together. Hi everyone, welcome to Module 1. Today we are going to look at the Japanese writing system. And then we will create your very first self-introduction template, so you can start speaking Japanese right away.
Learning objectives. In this module, the goal is to complete your self-introduction in Japanese and be ready to use it immediately.
Here is our agenda for today. Japanese alphabet. Self-introduction template. Japanese alphabet. Alright, so Japanese has 3 writing systems. Let me explain each one simply. Hiragana. Hiragana is the basic Japanese alphabet. It represents every sound in the language. If you're a complete beginner, Hiragana is your foundation, so you can start learning Hiragana first. Then we have a katakana. Katakana has the exact same sounds as hiragana, but it's mainly used for international words, names, or loan word. For example, coffee, hotel, or someone's international names can be written in katakana. Kanji. Kanji are Chinese characters that Japan adapted. Because Japanese doesn't use spaces, kanji helps separate words and makes sentences easier to read. Pause the video here and take a screenshot of each chart. This is the vowel column. Katakana chart. Voiced and semi-voiced sound. Voiced consonant. These have 2 little lines like this, like dashes. You will see them in 4 columns in Japanese. Your vocal cord vibrates when you say them. So for example, ba, gi, ga, those are voiced. Has a very heavy vibrations when I speak those letters. And we have a semi-voiced consonant. These have a small circle like this. So this only appears to 1 column in Japanese. Like pi, pa, those are what sounds like. Double consonant. This is shown with a small tsu. When you have that, you must pause a little bit before the consonant. For example, the word gakkou has double K, so you pause the sounds after you pronounce ga. So it's gonna be gakkou. That's how you pronounce. Basic sentence structure. Okay, now let's compare English and Japanese word order. For English sentence, you start with subject and verb, and then you have object at the end. But for Japanese sentence, you have subject plus object plus verb. Or even you can make the sentence start with object, subject, and a verb. Remember, verb has to come at the end of the sentence always. But the nice things about Japanese grammar is that you often don't need the subject. If the subject is clear from the situation, you can just remove it. Let's break down and talk about this example. 私は寿司を食べます。I eat sushi. 私 is placed as a subject. So this is the subject component. After 私, there is a letter wa. This is called a particle. Particle comes after each component. So if you're putting subject, you definitely need to put the particle wa after the subject. And sushi wo is also a set phrase. Sushi is a sushi, that's something you eat. And it's because it's an object, you're gonna put the particle wo after the object. So particle wo comes after the object. We're gonna talk more about that as we do the lesson. Okay? And at the end of the sentence, there is a verb, which is 食べます. So 食べます indicates I eat. Okay? And remember, the verb is placed at the end of the sentence and you cannot move around.
Put the slash between the words to make it clear where the word starts and where the word ends. This also helps you change the word order in a sentence.
Now let's start building your self-introduction. This is the fun part. We will create 4 parts. First, we have a name and occupation. Name and occupation, you can use the same formula here. You put the name or job title, and then you're gonna finish your sentence with this. For example, Mimi desu. I'm Mimi. Mimi is a noun component. So you're gonna put this at the end. Sensei desu. Sensei means a teacher. That's also a noun. So you're gonna say this at the end. Again, you don't need a subject when you're introducing yourself. Okay? Quick note here. This comes after nouns and adjectives. For example, 可愛いです. Something is cute. 可愛い is an adjective. You're gonna end your sentence with this. This makes your sentence more polite. Okay? Let's create your sentence here. Two, nationality. So for nationalities, you're gonna put the name of the country first, and then you're gonna put this word jin to indicate I am something. For example, アメリカ人です means I'm American. America, that's the name of the country. Jin indicates nationality. Let's create your sentence here. Three, language. If you speak some languages, well, if you're taking this course, you probably speak good English or you understand English. So you can say 英語を話します. I speak English. If you speak Japanese, you're gonna say 日本語を話します. Go indicate the language. Okay? If you speak multiple languages, that's great. Then you're gonna use this particle と connect multiple languages in your sentence. For example, 英語と日本語を話します. I speak English and Japanese. Again, you will need to have a particle を after the object. Okay? 話します means speak. Quick note here. を marks the direct object. And と connect nouns. So which means and. Let's create your sentence. 4. Hubby. So you're gonna put the name of the hubby. You can also find a list of hubby in the flashcard. So you can put the name of the hubby in Japanese and then you're gonna put the particle ga. So here, you're gonna use the particle ga plus 好きです. 好きです means I like something. For example, sushi ga 好きです means I like sushi. Quick note. Particle ga highlight or emphasize subject or the object. So here, particle not shows relationship between words. For example, 日本の寿司が好きです means I like Japanese sushi. I'm talking about sushi which is in Japan or which is sold in Japan. So there is a relationship between Japan and the sushi here in my sentence. Let's create your own sentence here. Useful introduction phrases. Before and after your introduction, use these two phrases. Before you start introducing yourself, please start with はじめまして at the end of your introduction. Please conclude your introduction by saying よろしくお願いします which means nice to meet you. Practice plus homework. Now I will show you a sample self-introduction. After this video, please complete our first homework. You will find the answer by scanning the QR code on the slide here. Great job today. This is a part of your homework. 香りです。中国人です。中国語と日本語を話します。日本の音楽と旅行が好きです。What is their nationalities? What languages do they speak? What do they like? I will see you in the next module. お疲れ様でした。Customers don't greet in Japan. What? よろしくお願いします。これ1個お願いします。すみません。トイレどこですか？ありがとうございます。どうぞ、どうぞどうぞ。いただきます。